Right, morning folks. Sorry for the shaky camera. Obviously I use my phone, so I've got it on a little magnetic stand, but it's not the securest, shall I say. It's a bit wobbly. Right, it's Bank Holiday Monday, Easter weekend. Oh, just a little bit as well. Bank Holiday weekend. I'm off to my new syndicate. I joined it around a month ago, but for anyone that does follow up our other channel, which I do with my wife, DJ Living Moments, we have had a new addition. We got a Dachshund pup 4 weeks ago, just over 4 weeks ago, and obviously my time has been taken up with her, so I've been unable to get out at all. I wanted to go, I was hoping to have gone twice, man. The weather's not been great either. I mean, it's not too bad at the moment. It's supposed to be, it's cold at the moment. We're supposed to be getting up to like 13 to 15 degrees, sunny today. So I'm hoping for a good day. Right, the water I'm joining, or the water I've joined, it's a bit unusual because I can only fish about a third to a quarter of it. It's got a golf course on 3 sides, and a lot of the lake you can only fish by boat. So the ticket I've got is just for what's called the North Bank only, and like I say, you can only fish about a quarter of the lake, but there is supposed to be 30 mid-30s. There's original stocking of 20, and there's a recent stocking of another 10 mid-30s. There is tench and bream to double figures. There's also pike, perch, roach and rudd. Right folks, here we are. Open water. So you can see just down the side, oh, you can see I can't see the screen very well because the sun's in behind. Just, I think it's through that gap there, and round is where the lake continues. So you've got a big iron, you can fish. So there's this side, which has got this swim. It's got 2 other stages, but they've got reeds in front of them. I don't know if you can see how clear the water is as well. It's got well-built stage on it. I think there's 3 this side, and then the other side there's 3 or 4 as well. That long stage you can see out there is the boat dock, and there's another one over on that island somewhere. It's just on the point of the island if you can see it. So yeah, that's 9 to fish to on that side. You can fish both sides of the island. From here, you can obviously, with a nice long chuck, you can fish in between the island and the bank. And then there's some nice reeds over there, look quite nice. And you've got some bank cover, and down here you've got overhanging trees. So you can see it's quite shallow here. Probably only a foot deep round by the stage. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of clear water to fish to. It's annoying that the sun's in my eyes at the moment because I'd like to have just sat and watched. We've got sunglasses on, but it's still quite bright. But yeah, I'm just going to have a quick little walk down, see the other side, see if there's any movement over there. Because it does go around that corner just a little bit more. See if there's any movement to get me started. I'll give it, you know, I won't start fishing too quickly. I have got a box of pellets as well, so I might like feed a couple of swims as well for when I do start my major carping campaign. But yeah, it's annoying. My licence is up in June, so when it comes up I might get the 3-rod licence. I've only got 2-rod this year. I might get a 3-rod licence and I can come over here, use 2 on carp and then 1. I have to check the rules though to make sure I can use 3 rods over here before I do that. I might use, if I can, I can use 2 on carp and 1 on feeder. But yeah, let's have a little walk around and see what the other side's like. Yeah, so I'm over the other side now. As you can see, there's 3 swims here. That's the boat dock, like I say. Another swim there, and 1 over there. Yeah, as you can see, this is the island. So you can fish this side of it. There's a golf course over there. The stages are always all very secure. You can see already, I don't know if you can tell already, it's deeper this side. Even right in the margin down here, it's deeper, but just out there, it's probably 3 or 4 foot. So this side's probably the deeper side. There's a little inlet there, which you can fish from this stage. This isn't a bad swim actually, because like I say, you can fish that gap. You've got the bankside over there, you have got some reeds over there once they grow up. That little inlet there, I don't know if that goes round at all. That swim I think is something really useful for fishing open water, and that gap and the reeds. You couldn't get round that corner on that from there, but you could from this one. And then you've got the margin of the far island. So this swim over here is not too bad as well. You've got all the open water. You can fish the gap over there. You can see that, you can just see the stage just there on the island. So you can fish up to there. You can fish open water. You can't really fish that side of the island though, because the boat dock. But this is, yeah, this is shallow this side as well. So yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to move the car actually and go over to this side, because I like the look of that swim. Yeah, it's a catch-22 I think, because that's look nice, got deeper water. But over there you've got a lot more backside vegetation over this side, and the sun's going to be on the right hand side as well, whereas this side, at least for the next couple of hours, the sun's going to, the island is shading the sun. Yeah, like I say, I'm just going to probably give it 20 minutes or so. I might grab my chair, just pick somewhere to sit and just watch and see if there's any movement at all. Like I said, the annoying thing is, on the other side of that island, is a big section. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up now so you can see the whole lake. But yeah, it's quite a big lake, all in all. But this bit is going to be my plot for at least the next year. The other annoying thing is you have to have a hard bottomed boat. You can't use an inflatable boat, because it's something I've looked at before, is to get like an inflatable kayak kind of thing, and see if that will work for me. Obviously being my size, it's a bit trickier. But yeah, maybe if I like it over here and I enjoy fishing over here, maybe in a year or two's time I can afford to get a little hard bottom boat, see how much they are, and then go from there. Maybe I can get another ticket and fish a bit more of the lake. But for now, let's sign off and see what I can see. Right folks, this is how unprepared I am today. I have not got my tripod. I've only got 3 baits with me. 6mm chocolate orange wafters, 8mm essential cell, and 8mm special wafters. Like I say, I haven't got my tripod with me, so it's going to be very tricky. I think I've got a small one, but it's not really much good for a lot of things, so it's going to be a lot of face-to-face talking, and if I do catch anything, obviously I'll be showing you the fish, but apart from that, not a lot. I have however got essential cell 2mm pellets, which I've just soaked, and they'll obviously they'll be going on the method, so I might give me the option of the wafters. Right, so the hook lengths I've got, the biggest hooks I've got are size 10s. See, I'm not too sure what I've got at the moment. Obviously, where I was fishing on the river, there was a lot of small hooks. But now I'm on here, I might have to switch. Size 10, I've got size 10, QM1 12-pound hook length, which is quite a short hook length. So that's probably what I'll switch over to. I'll fish with that method feeder. I'll use the essential cell after, and we'll go from there. But like, it's 10:05 and I've not got the rod out yet. Slightly bit of a different setup to normal. Normally I'm right on the rods, but with this staging and that, I'll just show you. With the staging, because I've not got a rod pod with me, I've put the rod that side. I mean, I could move my chair over that way a bit more later on, but for now I'm sitting back a bit, so I've got stuff in front of me. Just sorting a few bits and pieces out as well. So there's my pellets. I'll put some of my sprinkles in as well. I've used these for the last year or so after I saw Dave Wood use them on Bag Up TV. I don't know if it makes an awful lot of difference, but it adds a little bit of colour to the brown pellets. But yeah, I think for today, I think I'm just going to fish out in the middle there and see how things go. It's my first session. I'll probably be here for 5-6 hours fishing. I'm hoping that it's a bit deeper in the middle there. I did have a picture somewhere, I think he put it on the Facebook post with the depths on it, but I can't find it. So yeah, there's a Facebook group which I hadn't joined previously, but I've just joined it today. Not been accepted yet, obviously, because you have to be a member and everything else, so they'll check that before they accept me. I'm hoping there's something on there with depths. But yeah, obviously this side close in is shallower, but I'm hoping more in the middle, so sort of like round about there. I'm hoping it's a bit deeper out there, and that's what I'm going to fish today, just for the first session. I'm not expecting an awful lot, but like I say, a bream or tench would be nice. I've got 2 nets set up. I've got my normal pan net there, and I have got the carp net set up over there on the off chance that something big does come along. Like I say, I'm not expecting anything really today. I've got some pellets in that down here in a bucket and some boilies. I've had they've been there for ages. I've had them probably about 4 or 5 years, I think, and they'll be sitting in that bucket. The bucket's a bit damp inside, so I've just chucked them down that margin. I'll probably chuck a few more pellets and boilies down there again later, and then before I go I'll chuck a load more in there. There are nuts, baits. Let me grab them. So it's a company called JH Baits, and they're Nutty B. So there's pop-ups there. And like I say, I've got boilies in the bucket and pellets as well. I've not got an awful lot of those, so if I do chuck them in down that side, when I do come to fish down that margin, my carp rod, I'll probably put the pop-up on and whatever I've got left next time, and just see. So I think next time I come down there, I'm going to fish down that margin with my carp rod. But yeah, today I'm just going to get this rod baited up, chucked out into that middle somewhere, and sit back and chill out. I've got it on bite alarms, so I've not got to watch the rods too much. I can just sit and watch the water a lot and see if there's any areas that fish roll, or there's a bit of a ripple on, you can see at the moment. The sun's not too hot at the moment, but I'll put some sun cream on in a minute. And yeah, like I say, I'll check in throughout the day. Right, first cast just gone out. As you can probably hear, it's not exceedingly peaceful over here because the geese and the swans, I mean, the geese are really loud. There's quite a few of them over here. Anyway, like I say, I've got the essential cell wafter on it. It's a bright yellow. My pellets were a bit too wet. I soaked them 2 minutes, but then I left them another minute or so when I was doing something else. So they're a bit overly wet, so they're not sticking for the moment, but I managed to ball it on and it stuck fine. Chucked it out there, and now just sit back, taking the surroundings. Right folks, 20 to 12, just cast out for the third time. I'm sticking in the middle at the moment, but I think if nothing happens in this next 20-30 minutes, I might actually shove it down the margin. It's quite an easy little chuck down there, and it's as good a place as any. So I might, even if I can pick off some smaller fish or two. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I've not seen anything showing or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I didn't expect to come over here. It's not a commercial in a day. It's not like decoy. I didn't expect to come over here and start banging out bites every 5 minutes and getting fish every 20-30 minutes. It's not what I expected over here at all. It's going to be a tricky year over here. I'm going to go back on the rivers as well. I've not abandoned the river. I enjoyed fishing the rivers last year, and so we'll go back to that, but obviously it's close season at the moment, so I'll alternate between. I'll probably do more over here, if I'm honest with you, just because of the prospect of bigger fish, and you know, it's probably going to be easier than the river because they're not going anywhere, the fish are in the lake. With the river, obviously you never know from one day to the next if the fish are in front of you or 3 or 4 miles either side of you. So yeah, this will probably be where I fish more often than not, but the rivers will be fished as well. But yeah, I mean, it's not, like I say, not much to report. Not seen any fish showing. I've got a feeling that island might start to get busy in the next couple of weeks, because I've got a feeling that the geese nest on the island. They've been over there quite a lot. There's none there at the moment, but they've been sitting on the island quite a lot. Yeah, as long as they're not in my swim, I don't mind. And there's no, I've fished places before, we've got a few geese on and there's geese poo everywhere, but I have to say there's none in the swims. The stages are all very clean. It's very well maintained from what I can see. Like I say, the only thing is them 2 swims next to me have got reeds right in front of you, and it's especially that the next one down is quite a thick reed. So when they're grown up a little bit, there's no way you'll be able to fish from there. The third one down, touch and go, you might be able to get a rod or 2 out, but it's not going to be easy. So I think on this side, on the left hand side, I think this is going to be a swim that's going to be usable. You have got overhanging branches, which was to my detriment on the first cast because I got caught up there because I didn't think to check. And the other side, I don't think it's got that so much, except for that one on the far right hand side. So I think there's 3 swims that are going to be my main 3 swims. This one, and then the first one and the second one, which is the deeper water one, are going to be the 3 that I'll fish. But I quite like this one at the moment. Like I say, it gives me this more of a body of water than that side does. That side offers different things, but I think for now I'm going to stick here. Like I say, I'm going to fish down the margin for an hour or 2. If I don't get anything on this, it's quivering. I think it's just the wind. If I don't get anything on this cast, I will chuck down the margin for a little while. But I'll catch up with you again later on. Right folks, 1:30. Still nothing at all. I've not seen any fish showing, and I've had no bleeps whatsoever on the rods. I've been down that end, down that margin for almost an hour and a half now. I've had 3 casts down there, and after this cast I'm going to give it about another 10-15 minutes. After that I'm then going to head towards the island more. I might have to stand up and cast because of the branches, but I'm going to head over that way a bit more. So I've been central, I've been down the margin, and now I'm going to go towards the island. I don't know if I'll be able to get close to the island with what I'm fishing with, because it's not a heavy feeder. But like I say, it's a learning curve. I'm learning that I need heavier leads. And what I've decided to do, if I can fish 3 rods over here, I'm going to have 2 rods on the carp, just solid bags or stringers or spotting over the top on boilies, and then the other rod, which is my feeder rod, I'll mix and match. So I'll go from method feeder one day, then I might try bomb and pellet or sweet corn, even maggots or worms, something natural. For some of the other fish in here, the roach rudd and the perch, and you know, tension breams where I can catch with them. So you know, but yeah, I think that'll be my going forward. My plan is to use the 3rd rod, but I need to get everything into the garden, get everything sorted out into sections. So I'll have a bag for the feeder rod, and if I do go to the river at all, once river season starts, I have another bag which will be on my carp gear. I don't know if you can hear, I've been listening to the football, listening to the Portsmouth game, the championship's on today, so listen to the Portsmouth game. Anyway, listening to a bit of football, just watching the water a little bit. Can't see it. I mean, the wind is blowing down towards me into this corner, just down the margin. But like I say, I just don't know enough about the lake. And annoyingly, like I said, I don't know if I said it before, but annoyingly I won't be able to search the other side of the lake because I literally can't get there because of the golf course on either side. It's out of bounds. The picture I put up, it will show you. So I'm not fishing the north bank like I said earlier, I'm fishing the west bank. There is a joke in there. Fishing the west bank, and that's the bit that's in, I think it's in yellow in the picture. There's some bits down the far end in red that are no-go zones, and everywhere else is just fishable by boat only. So you can get to a lot of areas on boat, but I think a lot of it is, I mean, either left and right of me here, it's fairway and small rough, so you couldn't fish on the banks. But I think obviously potential fishing on the island, I know there's another island further down, and I'm not going to get bogged down in what's down there because I can't get there at the moment. I need to look at what I've got in front of me, the 3 or 4 swims I can use, and the water that's in front of me, and trying to attract the fish down here. And you know, it's a big lake, yes, but there's got to be some fish around in each part of it. So you know, I'll plug away and see how things go. But I've got another 2 hours or so down here. Like I said, I'm now got another 5 minutes, and I'm going to chuck it towards the island a bit, and see how we go over there. But I'm not holding much hope for this first session. But I said that at the start. Well folks, I just have to say, about, so that someone get it, about there-ish, there's just a fish come out. Didn't see it all, because I just saw the crash after, I just saw it going in. I watched the water a little bit to see if it was one of the ducks, because there is a few coots that keep diving that I keep thinking is a fish, but then I watch water and it comes back again. nothing came up this time, so it's definitely a fish. So they are down this side. And that's the first sign of fish I've had. So like I say, it's sort of up round about there-ish. So it's level with the end tree there. About there. So yes, definitely a fish scene. I'm now happy. So what I've done, I don't know if you can see it down here, I've put in some of the nuts, oilies and pellets, just like a handful of each. I don't expect to catch anything down here today or any session, to be fair, but it would just be interesting to see if this is still going to be here. I might pop down next weekend just to have a little look around kind of thing again. It'd be interesting to see if they're down here next weekend. It could be the geese eat them, but you know, if they're all gone, I'll be a happy man. Yeah, seen a fish now, so I'm happy. Better if it was on the end of the line, but we kind of. Alright folks, it's 3:15 almost. Nothing to declare at all. I've gone back down the margin, not sure exactly where, about there I think. Yeah, I tried straight, like that way straight ahead of me kind of thing. I tried over there for about an hour or so. Nothing again. That fish I said I heard crash earlier, I would have cast there, but it's too far out for what I've got today. So I didn't even bother fishing towards it. But so I've gone back down to this margin now. The wind's been coming into this area the whole day, pretty much. And the sun's been on that area the whole day as well. It is shallower. I don't think it's that shallow because the line is going down quite steep from the bank. But yeah, I think this will be it though, I think, for today. I'm going to fish on till 4-ish. So if I catch a fish, I'll get back to you. But if not, that'll be it for this session, my first session of the Syndicate Diaries for me. Like I say, it wasn't very exciting, no fish to show or anything like that, but I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen anyway. If you have, please subscribe. There will be more fishing adventures to come, a lot more down at the Syndicate, obviously, down at the rivers as well once the river season opens, and one or two other places as well. I'm going to go and fish in Essex once or twice with the old man as well. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of fishing this year, hopefully. Obviously life gets in the way, work gets in the way, little puppy gets in the way a little bit as well now. Anyway, that's like I say, that's going to be it, and that's to catch a fish. So if it is, tight lines, take care of each other, enjoy your own angling, and I'll see you on the bank soon.